I'm here today to talk about the controversial topic of standardized tests. I'll first talk about the history behind these tests and then move into the different sides of the argument. In the mid-19th century, two men from Boston created the idea of these tests in order to provide a single standard by which to judge and compare the output of each school. In 2002, President Bush signed the No Child Left Behind Act that required annual testing in all 50 states. Math, reading, and science are all tested for students in grades 3rd through 8th and also again in 10th. Now that several of these tests have become high stake, with consequences for students, teachers, and schools, the tests have become a lot more controversial. Students, if not passing these tests, can prevent them from progressing to the next grade. Teachers can be punished if their students aren't doing good enough and can even get fired. And schools may be closed if the scores of the students who attend are too low. Now let's talk about the two sides of the argument. We will start with those who disagree with the usage of these tests. The main points for their argument are that these tests do not actually improve students' achievement, but rather have turned schools into giant test prep centers. Since these tests have brought with them high stakes for many people involved, material taught in classes have been known to be skewed to just what's on the test. According to one source, whole subjects have been dropped from curriculum if it doesn't appear on tests, and some schools' library budgets are spent strictly on test preparation materials and training for teachers to be better test coaches. The strength in their argument comes with the fact that it appears to those who weren't the best students no matter how hard they tried in school and may have lost opportunities because of it. The other side of the argument is the ones who support these tests. The main point for these people on why these tests are worthy is the fact that these tests are one of the only ways that provides a level playing field for all students and gives parents and students a way to tell if they are at the learning they should be compared to their peers. Lilac Almagor, the author of The Good in the Standardized Testing, shared a personal experience that shows why she believes these tests are needed. After landing her first teaching job, Lilac sat down with a mother and daughter who had just taken a practice standardized test for an elite high school she was wanting to attend. Lilac mentions that the daughter was a diligent and well-behaved student that turned in all of her work. The results of her testing showed otherwise. The three of them were expecting better results considering the daughter's grades, but actually found out the student was way behind her peers. With that in mind, Lilac then realized without standardized tests, there is no way to compare or judge a student's knowledge fairly. Through personal experience and research, it is safe to say that there is really only one right answer to this argument, and that is to continue using these tests. The number of good things it does for an educational system, such as keeping a level playing field for students across the country, give intelligent students without the best GPAs to make up for it, and to give parents and students a reflection on how their child is doing, far exceeds the small number of negative things that these tests may have.